Since Jack Haynes' 1975 triumph in the bass fishing world, many other Louisianians have followed the path to fish in what is considered the Super Bowl of bass fishing.
Growing up as a child, I grew up in a fishing family. My dad, Roger, was well known here in South Louisiana as one of the most avid anglers here in South Louisiana. So I grew up in it. It was always a part of my life growing up. And I guess my youngest vivid memory of I guess the first time in the back of my mind that I said, hey, this is what I want to do, was 1989, sitting on the couch with my dad watching the Bassmaster Classic and watching Hank Parker hold up that trophy. I was 9 years old at the time, so from that moment on I said, hey, I can remember vividly picturing, hey, my dad could be there one day. Of course, as I got older, it was, I can be there.
Today, local bass anglers are leaving their mark in the professional fishing scene, thanks to the teaching of previous generations of tournament anglers.
So I'm 38 now, a lot's happened between now and then. I actually went through a period in my life where for about 5 years I didn't even fish. I went through a divorce in my life, and I met my wife, Anya, almost 6 years ago now, and one of the first things that she turned and told me was, she saw the passion in my eyes, she saw it in my soul, and she's like, you're gonna live that dream again.
Ooh, look at that one, buddy. Go.
Derek will be the first to tell you that his dedication to go headfirst into professional bass fishing was not an easy one.
3 years of fishing completely full-time, all divisions of the Bassmaster Opens, all the way up to the Northerns, gave me not only the exposure, but it also gave me the experience. So when I did make this leap, I could have the business side, the financial part of it down, and I could also have some versatility in me with fishing these different bodies of water, because you have to have both the business end and the versatility in order to compete. Winning a Bassmaster Classic, well, even getting into a Bassmaster Classic and then winning it being even more important, is absolutely life-changing. It's one of those events where it's almost more than just about money. It's about, hey, I belong. I belong in that top-tier professionals in the world. And it's just simply a life-changing event.
11 pounds and 10 ounces. Unbelievable!
Oftentimes, for a fishing professional, landing a trophy fish and winning tournaments are just a small part of the lifestyle.
You have to be really good at one of two things. You have to be able to catch them a lot and win a lot, or you have to have a good business sense to it. You have to have a good business behind it, and a really good angler is going to have both. The marketing side of it is my business, DVH Fishing LLC. I am an advertising company, and that's what I do. I try to become an ambassador of my partner's business. I try to become an ambassador, a partnership that really shows true value on both ends of it. I try to get very involved. When I'm not fishing, I'm very involved with my partners here, in Louisiana and throughout the nation, to become, when they look at me, I want them to look at me as an ambassador. So I advertise. Marketing is such a big part of it, and social media, the same thing. As content is the key to a good partnership. One of the hardest things that we have to do as anglers is understand one thing, is that we are our own worst enemy. We are competing against some of the KVDs and the Iconellis and all of these guys that that are well known as some of the best professional anglers in the world. But in the first Bassmaster Classic, of course, I'll be in awe being around these guys, and it's just such a privilege to be able to fish beside them. But when that Yamaha's cranked and that national anthem is sung, it's me against me. I'm going to be a victim of my own success and my own failures. This is just, an overall dream. This is just probably step 4 and 5 in my dream. I have a lot to look forward to. I'm here to stay, and I'm here to make a career out of it. And man, and my family, the support staff I have through social media. I'm involved in a lot of the youth fishing teams here in Louisiana. I have a lot of support staff coming into it, and that's absolutely pivotal to have the support, not just from a fan standpoint, but from a partnership. You know, I have some of the best partners that anybody can ask for, and you know, that are supporting me both financially and from a state of mind standpoint. People that are really rooting for me in the background, and you know, I couldn't be more blessed.
The future of growing bass fishing doesn't stop with current professional anglers. Coming up next, what has made high school bass fishing clubs one of the hottest new outdoor trends?
Just recently, we've had some of our kids that have gone and now are fishing on the Bassmaster Opens. We have some of our kids that are participating in the adult Bass Nation tournaments. So we can see how it's growing. We can see how it's going along and how these kids are developing. And now we're at the point where we have 35 universities in the U.S. that are offering fishing scholarships. So it's another way for kids to get their tuition paid while they get a good education.